my parents bought our home on Humboldt Parkway. We were the third black family on the block. And I have a paper route with the Buffalo News. And my route is from my house down to Oak Grove, across also to the eastern side at 364 down to Delavan at 486, where president of the National Secret Commission. And so he reconciled it. I was a paper boy at that time. And I remember going, after graduating from St. Vincent Hall School, going to high school, the transformation that our neighborhood took. If you can imagine walking in the wintertime along Hamlin Park down to Main Street after heavy snowfall, and can you imagine an Adams photo, the snow? It was like walking through. Yes, it was unbelievable, and when the truck came through, cut down the trees in 1963, the meetings that we had, let's start over at Chapin and Bidwell. It was devastating because my neighborhood changed, as I said, from 56 to the third black family on the block. By the time I graduated from Donnee High School in 1964, they gone from Doctor's Row to my neighbor, Mr. and Mrs. Wolf, being the only white family on that block, between Oak Grove and Delavan. All the houses across the street on the eastern side have been torn down to make way for the Parkway. I remember the building, the crane not being able to knock down one of the houses because it was built so strong. It had come left and knocked down. It was just a wonderful time, and I'm so sorry that the plan went through. It was started in 1946 by Robert Moses, and our neighborhood changed. So we held on. I still at the house, family house today. Still got to hold on. I'm going to stay holding on until I die, because I feel committed to this neighborhood. It was a wonderful investment for our family, for the community, and it was so prestigious for us to be a part of the Hamlin Park community. My mother was able to work with some of the people that began the association that Stephanie mentioned earlier, that preceded the Hamlin Park organization in 1966. So they were responsible for having the zoning changed in 1960. Because you lived nothing north of Delavan, you had to go to Bennett High School and south of Delavan, you were confined to either East High School or perhaps Lafayette.
Okay.
So when we were allowed to go down and mingle with the people on Donnee Hill, as we called it, because it was predominantly Jewish and Italian and North Buffalo people, we went down with the conviction that we were just as smart as, just as intelligent, just as good as, I did the same values as you do. So, yes, we will not bring your scores down. We will help to bring them up. So that's all I'm saying. And it was a wonderful experience.
Yes, yes. And you grew up the third black family
on the block.
Okay,
Yeah.
on the block.
Yeah.
Were you welcomed when you first came in? How was it when you first came?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me say this. My neighbor was Edward McDonald.
Mm-hmm.
He owned a hardware store downtown. Mr. McDonald would have the counter of his porch imported from St. Louis. His daughter married one of the Curtises, the owner Curtis, right? And they always had a summer home up in, we never used to. Well.
Then you moved in.
Yeah, we moved in.
Yeah.
These people are from Lackawanna. They have 6 children. They're going to destroy the neighborhood. No. And over the period of time from 1956 to 1964, when by the time I got graduated from high school, Miss McDonald, we were very good friends. He was selling his house. I got the foot when you sit off the carriage, the footrest to get over to us. And luckily, I was going to Pratt Institute for Fashion Design and Illustration, so he sold the new sewing machine to my mother so she could get to me so I could take it to college.
Oh,
so it was, again, a transformation where we were first like, these people. We're so glad you are our neighbors. Because we came in with the attitude, no, we would not come to store here. My children know where in their own yard. We don't, well, see, back then you didn't sit on the front porch in the back, and you were respectful. You just didn't do certain things. You understand?
Right.
We have certain standards, just as they did. And they had to learn that we were just as good as you are. We had the same standards. We may not have a summer home, but we could travel.
And you're going to respect the one that you do have.
Thank you.